I think what we're most looking forward to creating in a PlayStation 3 game is a truly realized, truly immersive, living, breathing world. This is what we live for. You know, every 5 or 6 years, this amazing company like Sony comes along and gives you this wonderful new piece of equipment that allows you to start unlocking your visions and unlocking the dreams that you've been having for however long.
When we talk about legends in the gaming industry, names like Shigeru Miyamoto, Hideo Kojima, and Gabe Newell often come up. But behind some of the most groundbreaking games ever made are two brothers who have remained almost completely invisible to the public eye, Sam and Dan Houser. Their impact is undeniable, yet their personal lives are shrouded in mystery. There are only around 18 minutes of real-life footage of them available on YouTube. That level of anonymity is almost unheard of in an industry built on public presence and celebrity. Sam and Dan Houser weren't chasing fame. They were chasing a vision, a new frontier for storytelling, culture, and open-world immersion. Born in London, England, Sam and Dan were raised in a creative environment. Their mother, Geraldine Moffat, was a well-known actress in the 1970s, and their father, Walter Houser, was a successful lawyer. From their mother, they inherited a love for storytelling. From their father, a strategic mindset. These influences shaped their unique approach to video game development. Early exposure to American culture, especially crime dramas like The Godfather and Scarface, left a deep impression. Sam, in particular, was fascinated by stories about flawed anti-heroes, a theme that would define their greatest works. In the early 1990s, Sam Houser started working at BMG Interactive, a division of BMG Entertainment. Dan joined soon after. While there, they discovered a struggling project from Scottish studio DMA, design called Race and Chase. Initially conceived as a simple cops and robbers simulator, it lacked clear direction, but Sam saw potential. He urged the developers to flip the script. Players should experience the game from the criminal's perspective. That single decision changed everything. The game evolved into Grand Theft Auto. Released in 1997, it was chaotic, controversial, and revolutionary. Critics were divided. Some condemned its content, others praised its innovation. Regardless, it found commercial success and proved that players were hungry for open-world experiences. After BMG Interactive was sold to Take-Two Interactive in 1998, Sam and Dan founded Rockstar Games. Their vision was clear: to create games that were not just fun, but culturally significant, cinematic, and boundary-pushing. They rejected the idea of the celebrity developer. No flashy interviews, no public appearances, only the games mattered. Rockstar's first major breakthrough was Grand Theft Auto 3, released in 2001. It introduced players to a fully 3D open world and a living, breathing city where freedom reigned. Liberty City felt alive, filled with choice and consequence. Grand Theft Auto 3 didn't just elevate Rockstar, it changed the entire gaming industry. It proved that video games could be as rich, complex, and culturally impactful as movies or television. And for Sam and Dan Houser, it was just the beginning. With the success of Grand Theft Auto 3, Rockstar Games was catapulted into the spotlight, but the Houser brothers remained behind the scenes. They continued to push boundaries, crafting one iconic game after another, each more ambitious than the last. GTA 3 was just the beginning, and the Houser brothers had no intention of slowing down. In 2002, Grand Theft Auto Vice City arrived. Set in a neon-soaked 80s-inspired Miami, Vice City wasn't just a sequel, it was a cultural statement. The game's use of 1980s pop culture, including music, fashion, and film references, was groundbreaking. The Houser brothers took the opportunity to deepen the narrative and expand the world, introducing Tommy Vercetti, a morally ambiguous protagonist embodying the excesses of the decade. Vice City pushed the boundaries of what a video game could be, blending humor, tragedy, and social commentary. It wasn't just about causing chaos anymore. It was about creating a living, breathing world. The narrative had depth, reflecting the complexities of the human condition something no one had seen before in video games. After Vice City's success, the Hauser brothers turned their attention to the next evolution of open-world games. In 2004, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas expanded the formula with a massive multi-state map, deeper character development, and unprecedented customization. Set in the fictional state of San Andreas, inspired by California, San Andreas was bigger than anything Rockstar had attempted before. The game's protagonist, Carl C.J. Johnson, was one of the most complex characters the series had seen. The ability to modify cars, change characters' appearances, and influence the world around them made San Andreas feel like a true, fully realized world. Every action had consequence, and the game offered players unprecedented freedom. San Andreas also marked a turning point for Rockstar. The scale, depth, and cultural relevance of the game set a new standard for open-world games. It cemented the GTA series as the leader in immersive, narrative-driven gameplay. But the Hauser brothers weren't satisfied with refining the GTA formula. They wanted to expand into new territory. In 2008, they did so with Red Dead Redemption. Set in the fading days of the American frontier, Red Dead Redemption was a departure from Rockstar's previous work. It was a story of redemption and the end of an era, set in a vast, open world that felt as alive as it was dangerous. With Red Dead Redemption, the Hausers introduced a new level of realism and emotional depth to open-world storytelling. The game was both critical and commercial success, once again proving that Rockstar, under the guidance of Sam and Dan Hauser, led the industry in crafting immersive worlds and compelling narratives. As Rockstar continued to evolve under the leadership of Sam and Dan Hauser, their games became cultural phenomena. With each release, they pushed the boundaries of gaming, shaping the industry in ways few have. Their commitment to deep narratives, immersive worlds, and controversial subject matter created games that sparked debates and excitement. In 2013, Rockstar released Grand Theft Auto V, a monumental achievement in open-world gaming. The game offered a sprawling map filled with life and introduced a novel, three-protagonist structure. Players could control Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, each with their own backstories and motivations. This created a more varied narrative, allowing players to experience the world through different perspectives. GTA 5 was a massive success, both critically and commercially. It set records for the fastest-selling entertainment product of all time, grossing over $1 billion in just 3 days. The game's success wasn't just about scale, but also its cultural commentary and the seamless integration of online multiplayer in GTA Online. GTA Online became a turning point for Rockstar, extending the game's life far beyond the initial release. Players could now live in the world of GTA 5, participating in heists, missions, and buying property and vehicles. Rockstar's ability to continuously update and evolve. GTA Online has kept the game relevant, ensuring its place in gaming history. Despite the success of GTA 5, Sam and Dan Hauser have maintained their elusive nature. The brothers built an empire without embracing the typical celebrity developer lifestyle. They've preferred to let their games speak for themselves rather than seeking the spotlight. Their commitment to quality, innovation, and pushing boundaries is evident in every Rockstar release. But it's their ability to create worlds that feel lived in and characters that resonate with players that has defined their legacy as one of the most influential in gaming history. The brothers, who were integral to Rockstar's success, now live in the shadows, their legacy secured by the titles they created, the stories they told, and the worlds they built.